What if a robot walked into your home tomorrow and immediately understood what needed to be done? What if it folded your laundry perfectly, poured you a drink without spilling a single drop, or worked beside you all day in a factory without ever getting tired, distracted, or injured? For years, that idea has lived somewhere between science fiction and flashy lab demos. But now, according to what companies are quietly teasing and positioning ahead of CES, that future may be closer than most people realize. This moment is not about far-off concepts or speculative AI videos. It's about machines that are being prepared, refined, and increasingly positioned for real environments. And they are about to step into the spotlight at CES 2026. Multiple major companies are signaling humanoid robots that look more capable, more stable, and more practical than anything we've seen before. Robots designed not just to move, but to work. Not just to interact, but to assist. Not just to impress, but to scale. This isn't hype built on nothing. It's the result of years of quiet progress finally converging. Welcome to Hypertech.ai, your no BS guide to the technology that's reshaping how we live and work. If you're ready to explore the most ambitious humanoid robots expected to define CES 2026, hit that like button and let's dive straight in. CES 2026 is set to run from January 6th through January 9th in Las Vegas. And once again, it's shaping up to be the largest technology event on the planet. Industry projections point to more than 4,500 companies, roughly 140,000 attendees, and a show floor packed with hardware that's no longer just experimental. But this year, one category is drawing more attention than almost any other: humanoid robotics. Pre-show briefings, exhibitor listings, and early announcements suggest that humanoids won't be hidden in side halls or research corners. They are expected to be front and center. A dedicated K-Humanoid Alliance Robot Pavilion has been widely discussed for North Hall. Chinese and Korean companies appear poised to make a major push, with hundreds of exhibitors reportedly showcasing service, industrial, and household robots. What makes 2026 different isn't just better hardware, it's timing. Advances in AI reasoning, vision models, hand dexterity, and electric actuation are converging with manufacturing scale. That combination is turning humanoids from impressive prototypes into systems that companies are actively preparing to deploy. And if you care about where technology is actually headed, this is the year you don't want to miss. If you want ongoing CES coverage, deep breakdowns, and real analysis as announcements roll out, subscribe to Hypertech AI and turn on notifications. We'll be covering every major reveal as it happens. One of the most talked about home humanoids heading into CES is LG's CLOiD. Based on early teasers and LG's recent robotics direction, CLOiD is being positioned as a full humanoid designed specifically for domestic environments. Not a rolling assistant, not a smart display on wheels. A true humanoid form with articulated arms, hands, and adaptive interaction. Reports suggest CLOiD features two fully articulated arms, each with multiple degrees of freedom, and 5-fingered hands capable of precise manipulation. The focus appears to be on tasks that actually matter in a home: folding laundry, organizing spaces, handling objects safely, and assisting with everyday routines. LG has framed this under what it calls the zero-labor home, a long-term vision where smart systems actively reduce the burden of daily chores rather than just responding to commands. CLOiD is also expected to leverage LG's affectionate intelligence approach, which emphasizes learning user habits, understanding context, and interacting in a more natural, less robotic way. The goal, at least based on positioning, isn't to replace human presence, but to integrate seamlessly into daily life. Live demonstrations have been hinted at for CES, which, if delivered, would mark a significant step beyond controlled lab environments. If LG executes even part of what it's signaling, CLOiD could represent one of the clearest examples yet of a humanoid designed for real homes, not just tech showcases. Would you feel comfortable sharing your living space with a robot like this? Let me know in the comments. I read everyone here on Hypertech AI. Then there's the humanoid many consider the benchmark for the entire industry: Boston Dynamics Atlas. For years, Atlas has dominated the internet with jaw-dropping movement, parkour, and balance demonstrations. But until recently, it remained largely a research platform. That's changing. Following Boston Dynamics' transition to an all-electric Atlas, industry watchers expect CES 2026 to mark one of its most public, production-oriented appearances yet. Hyundai, which now owns Boston Dynamics, has been increasingly vocal about moving Atlas toward real industrial use cases. This next-generation Atlas is expected to be lighter, more efficient, and designed specifically for factory and logistics environments, lifting heavy objects, using tools, navigating complex spaces autonomously, working safely around human employees. Rather than pre-programmed routines, Atlas is being integrated with advanced AI systems that allow for real-time perception, adaptation, and decision-making. Pilot programs have been widely discussed for mid to late 2026, suggesting that CES may serve as a transition point from controlled testing to early deployment. If that happens, Atlas won't just be a viral sensation anymore. It becomes a signal that humanoids are moving from research labs into revenue-generating roles, and that shift could reshape entire industries. If you appreciate deep dives like this, hit the like button. It helps Hypertech AI reach more people who actually care about where tech is going. While Western companies often focus on cutting-edge capability, China is approaching humanoids from a different angle, scale. Unix AI is expected to showcase its Wanda series, including updated versions often referred to as Wanda 2.0 and 3.0. Unlike many humanoids still in limited testing, these systems are reportedly already in mass production and deployed with real customers. Demonstrations planned for CES are expected to include service tasks like cocktail preparation, hotel assistance, and general household interactions, all emphasizing stability, consistency, and reliability. What sets this approach apart is manufacturing volume. Chinese companies are prioritizing cost reduction, supply chain optimization, and rapid iteration, aiming to make humanoids economically viable rather than purely impressive. This aligns with a broader presence from China at CES, where over 900 exhibitors are expected to showcase robotics, automation, and AI-driven systems. The implication is clear. Humanoid robots are no longer just about what's technically possible. They're about what can be built at scale, delivered to customers, and maintained over time. And that shift may ultimately matter more than flashy demos. CES 2026 is also expected to feature a wide range of other humanoid concepts that push boundaries in different directions. Robotics continues to explore hyper-realistic companion robots, raising questions about emotional interaction and social presence. Rich Tech Robotics is expected to highlight service-focused humanoids optimized for precision and reliability in hospitality and retail environments. From the UK, the HMND-01 Alpha is positioned as an industrial humanoid designed for practical deployment rather than spectacle. Beyond individual products, CES sessions are set to explore how humanoids could reshape labor, healthcare, logistics, and home life. From empathy and interaction to strength and endurance, the diversity of approaches on display suggests that humanoids are no longer a single category, but an entire ecosystem. When you step back and look at the bigger picture, CES 2026 appears to represent a tipping point, not because robots suddenly become perfect, but because they become useful. Labor shortages are pushing companies to explore automation more seriously. Dangerous and repetitive jobs are increasingly seen as ideal candidates for humanoid assistance. And in homes, time is becoming one of the most valuable resources people want technology to give back. At the same time, real concerns are emerging. What happens to jobs as humanoids scale? How is data handled inside private homes? What safety standards are enforced when machines operate alongside people? These questions don't mean progress stops. They mean progress accelerates responsibly. Mass production is ramping up. AI capabilities are improving faster than expected, and humanoids are shifting from someday to soon. Whether that excites you, concerns you, or both, one thing is clear. This transition is already underway. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you excited, cautious, or somewhere in between? Let's talk. CES 2026 is shaping up to be the moment when the robot invasion stops being a metaphor and starts becoming reality. Thanks for watching Hypertech AI's breakdown of the most insane humanoid robots expected to define this year's show. If you enjoyed this deep dive, subscribe, smash that like button, comment which humanoid you're most curious about, and subscribe with notifications on. We'll be dropping CES updates, breakdowns, and analysis all week long. The future isn't just coming, it's walking in. Stay hyper, stay tech. I'll see you in the next one.